Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we are going to learn how to use multiple conditions in the if block. If, elif, else ladder. We say it is a ladder that we can elaborate or extend this with many conditions using elif. The elif is the short form of else if comparing to any other language. This ladder allows us to check multiple conditions. When the condition at if is evaluated as false, it jumps to the next elif condition to check. When all the conditions are evaluated as false, else block is executed. Only one block among the several if or elif or else ladder is executed according to the condition. This ladder always starts with if and ends with else, and between these blocks n number of elif blocks can be used. Without initiating if, only elif or else will result in the error in the programming code. So let us see the syntax for this. We know if is the keyword with small letter and then condition is given, the colon is given. Then several statements with same indent if it should be in the same block. And then when we need to use elif, we will use elif all small letters, and then again we will mention the condition there and the colon again the block of statements. Similar way we can add n number of elif conditions. At last, when any of the condition is not satisfying, then it will come to else and execute. For that we give else. This also we already learnt. So now if we see the flow diagram, if condition, when it is true, a block 1 is executed. When it is false, it goes to the elif block. When this is evaluated as true, bunch of statements in this block going to be executed. When it is false, it will jump to the next elif. Again, when it is true, bunch of statements in this block. When it is false, you can give several elif until n elifs. So there is no limit for it. And then at last, when all the conditions are evaluated as false, and then it comes to else block and execute this. Remember this, in the whole process, several elif or if or else, only once the block is executed and then comes to the next step of the program. Come, let us see some example programs. Create a Python program to display whether the number given by the user is positive or negative. While doing this program, I will take you step by step process. So that means I will let you know first if, and then we will introduce else, and then we will introduce elif. We need a input. I take num is equal to, it can be any type of number. So I give float of input of, enter the number. Now I am checking if num is greater than 0. So if it is greater than 0, we know that it is a positive number. So just I print num is positive. So this is just simple if condition. If we give negative number, it is not going to do anything. So I give here 45 positive number. I run once again, minus 52.5. So it is not going to display anything. So now I introduce else with this. Else means it is going to be negative, right? Else print num is negative. So let me try this now. I have 78.25 positive minus 74. So negative. See, now we give here 0. Actually 0 is neither negative or positive, right? Now we can introduce elif. I give condition if num is lesser than 0, then what I do, I take this printing statement and then put it above, and then else part, see, if it is greater than 0 it is positive, lesser than 0 is negative, and then else it is going to be 0. So it may say print num is neither positive or negative. So now I give minus 98, negative number. If I run this 0, 0 is neither positive or negative. Create a program to accept a character and display whether the input character is uppercase or lowercase or digit or any other symbol. So we need to take the input for the character. So let us have char is equal to input of enter the character. How do we check this whether it is uppercase, lowercase or digit or symbol? We can take a help of ASCII values. If lowercase means the ASCII value will be from 97 to 122, we know this. Similar way, if it is uppercase, 65 to 90. If it is digit, 48 to 57. So let us use this and check in the condition. So if to take the Unicode character value and check, we use ORD function, ORD of character, right? Let us check first the uppercase greater than or equal to 65 and ORD of char lesser than or equal to 90. Then we shall print char is uppercase character. Next we can give elif. We need to give the condition here. If it is greater than or equal to 97 and lesser than or equal to 122, say it is lowercase. Elif again we can copy paste. If it is greater than or equal to 48 and lesser than or equal to 57, this is going to be a digit. If these conditions are false, and then it jumps to the else part. So else means it may be any other symbol. So just I write here is a symbol. So let us run this. Enter a character. I just give 5 is a digit. Capital P, uppercase character. Small z, lowercase character. If I give just hashtag, is a symbol. Students, hope the concept is very clear. Keep watching my channel. Thank you.